Welcome to Down the Middle podcast. We're back. It's been a couple of weeks. How are you, H?
I'm good, mate. Unfortunately, with the content being a little bit low lately, take a little bit of a more extended break than we usually are through the footy season. But no, I'm good, mate. Couple of weeks off break.
You look fresh.
Ready to get back into it. Look tanned, as some people said.
Sure.
Weight loss as well.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
I did, yeah, because I got a comment on Monday night. I went, thanks.
Did you really?
So I did.
Who by? Name and shame him.
Kyle. He goes, that Bali belly must have got you good.
He's a cock.
I went, thanks, mate. But yeah.
Speaking of the battlers, mate, we missed you on that week off. 2 weeks off? 2 games did you miss? 1 game?
2 weeks, yeah.
Mate, well, I think we lost both. We struggled, the battlers. Yeah.
Wouldn't say it's many. I mean, it's more numbers, but yeah.
You'll be surprised. The early blue shirt didn't work, but Monday night we got the win, didn't we? So a little bounce back. Played well against that team. Yeah, okay, I got to ask you. Were you thinking, I've had 2 weeks off, I got to put in a big stint? Because you weren't going off. You were busted at one stage, and I was trying to push you off the field. And you're like, no, give me another run. Give me another run.
Yeah, I tried to push as much as I could. Because I was like, they were getting angry.
They were.
And like they were sort of starting to play like rugby league. Like one of them, he ran at me. And I went, do it again and I'll run at you as well.
I got belted right there. It hit half my face, this bloke's shoulder. I'm like, what are you doing, champ?
Yeah, he sort of put the shoulder in a little bit. I said, I'll like 2 can play at that game. And I like, as you know from previous seasons, I don't care. Like,
you like to fire up a bit.
I'm going to do something. I'm going to do it. But yeah, and it was good to be back as well.
No, you ripped in, mate.
When you don't play for a little bit, you do miss it.
Yeah, mate, you're not wrong. Yeah. I'd say it's actually, we had a couple of weeks where we had lots of subs. The 2 games where we just played with no subs, I actually liked that because you just get in and you're like, I can't take a break now, so I just got to rip in. It was pretty good. There, all good. Battlers, what are we sitting? 5th, 6th, something?
Maybe 4th now. I think. Haven't quite looked at the draw.
Let's see if I can find it.
Since one more game.
One more game for the season, and then we go into
big break. I didn't know the break was coming.
Big break. It's it's a big break right up until like the 15th of January or something. We're sitting in 5th.
Yeah, the
after the win.
5th. Yeah, but I think 2 of them teams above us have played an extra game.
That washout game. Yeah.
Yeah, the washout week when the early games played, and then we didn't play because they were the later games in that evening.
But one more week for the Battlers.
We can probably definitely get the 4th.
Hopefully, if we can get above Good Tag. Probably one more week for us too, me and you. We were just chatting before. I think we got one more in us before we. Let's be honest. Before we rip into the silly season.
Exactly right. Definitely.
Once December comes around, well, priorities
when it officially
play elsewhere.
When it officially becomes Christmas season versus December,
summer,
then it's all right.
Yeah. So you might miss our voices for a little bit of an extended period, maybe into the middle of January. We'll give ourselves a nice little break.
Yeah.
We'll get into the new year and then we'll be back. It'll be all right.
Definitely.
Although I've started Christmas early, I've got the Christmas lights up. I can see them out the window. I've already put them up.
No.
I knew you wouldn't like that.
I know. I don't like that.
You're a Grinch.
It's December 1st. I'm not the Grinch. I'm not. I'm just.
They're only outside. I put them up on the gutters.
If you put them up the 1st of December, there's still 20 24, 25 days
I
before
don't have
Christmas.
time on the 1st of December, mate.
Make time.
I had time last weekend. Well, look, we are still in November, and for anyone watching the YouTube, I've got the Mo pumping. 3 weeks in, I've got the handlebars. H and I were just talking off air. No one likes it, apart from me and a couple of the boys. No one likes it. So I think it's served its purpose. It's done its job. It's offensive. It's shocking. It's what other word have you got for it? It's a bit ugly.
I think it's good, so I can't use bad words. So
anyway, it's a conversation
start.
You will have to cut. I reckon you've got to cut yours in before the end of the month, H. Maybe for next week's pod. I reckon I would like to see yours. And you've got handlebars there. I think you could cut the handlebars in.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how the handlebars look. If not, I'll mow.
I think it'll be a nice finish to the year
for next week, definitely.
Yeah. If anyone is a charitable person and a donator, I have put the link up on the Down the Middle podcast Instagram page. So check it out. Appreciate it if you want to donate.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of cash in there. Shannon from the Butlers, he's joined and he's raised a bit of money. I raised a bit of money.
I'll have to do it within the next week as well.
I haven't donated yet. I usually donate at the end once I have done my Mo thing. I reckon the Mo might stay around for a little bit longer. But yeah, I usually donate at the end, so I'll make my donation. But yeah, it's going good. H next week.
That's very good.
Just to finish off the month.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk to us about your absence, mate. What have you been doing?
I did, mate. I thought, I was in Bali for a nice little late season break for about a week and a half.
Happy birthday to the missus.
Birthday.
Well done.
Yeah, happy 30th. Happy 30th. I can maybe trade in next season.
She doesn't listen anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly right. It's not going to reach back to her, so it's all good. But yeah, went to Bali, mate. It was I've been to Thailand twice, and I was like, I always know the humidity is getting like smack you in the face when you sort of walk out of that airport.
Yeah,
but it's still, it's coming, but it still hits you, and you're like, shit.
You can't prepare yourself for it.
Oh, it's like bang. Thankfully, and I don't know if people have been to Bali. It's like you walk out, and you got the middle road, and then you got all the people in front of you holding their signs up of that people are picking up. And obviously a lot of flights from Australia land there at late at night. And tell you what, we stood there for about 5 minutes looking. There's that sign.
I'm going more.
Well, it was under my girlfriend's name. And I'm going, I can find it. Are you sure these people, like, we had travel, like, pickup included, and then
because there's a very good chance. There's a very good chance that someone's gone up to them and said, "Hey, I'll pay you to take us," instead of whoever's on your thing, or just gone, "I'm them." That could happen.
Yeah, but thankfully it was from the people, like the villa people. It was their own transport, so thankfully they had a sign before the airport, and you sort of we eye contact at the same time, and you see him, he waved his sign, and he started running. So we're like, yeah, sweet. And then sat in the 20 degree car. As soon as we got checked in, sort of we got a welcome drink, but you know how with sort of the water situation over there, they sort of say don't. We didn't really know how the ice would be.
Yeah.
So we didn't. So we got it, and it's like you're sitting there, and they sort of stand there, and you want to take a sip. You're like, oh, we're not thirsty. We'll just take it back to the room. And then we sort of just went, tipped it down the sink. And then we asked the next morning, is yours, bottled ice? Oh, yes. No. You don't know if they're just saying that. So we had ice there. and then we were good for a couple of days. But then yeah, unfortunately, sort of halfway through the trip, mate, Bali belly hit, the weight loss hit.
It caught up to you.
Thankfully, it was a 12 to 16 hour sort of Bali belly. It was more the my legs were so cramped and like sore.
Yeah. Because
That was
you get
hurting me
that
more.
dehydration.
Yeah, and I'm like, I had two pillows under my kneecaps when I was laying in bed, just like you asked me on the weekend. Like I was more complaining about my leg pain than I'd rather sit in the toilet for 10 hours and not have leg pain than.
I can imagine you being one of the great sooks.
Mate, I was like, I'd get half an hour sleep and I'd wake up and my legs are just like throbbing. I'm like, these legs, these. But yeah, and then thankfully, the sort of the quick turnaround, and then I could still go out and play golf at New Cooter, golf course.
I feel like you were always getting to the golf course. You messaged me and Shane and said, "Oh, boy's not playing golf tomorrow," and I'm thinking, "Oh shit, the weather's no good." No, I got Bali belly, and I'm like, "Mate, you'll be there."
I did pop 2 Odium tablets, make sure that nothing was going to happen mid round. But nah. So yeah, shot a respectable 92.
Par 72
around there. Par 72, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Par 72.
Just off the normal tees, whatever.
I went the social tees.
Yeah, that's so good, man.
So pretty much the whites. Most of the tees weren't like the blues weren't too far like further back anyway. Rental clubs. I thought
What'd you
know
get?
what?
Talk me through. What'd you get?
Tailor-made stealths, mate.
Oof,
tailor-made stealths. Driver 3-wood hybrid. The only thing I found I couldn't sort of that 50 meters in, he only had a pitching wedge and a sand wedge. So I sort of got, I don't really use a sand. I'm more of a 54, 58 kind of guy, like sort of the wedges. I got stuck a little bit with some of them. I was sort of 50 out and I would try and use half a swing and it would go about 70 meters. I'm like, oh, like trying to sort of adjust.
Should just putted it.
Yeah, I did think I was 40 meters out and could you get a caddy? I just walked to my ball, got out of the car, walked to the, and she didn't bring the putter. I went, I'm not going to get the poor girl to run back to the car to get the putter, you know. And she's going to look at me and go, "You're 40 meters out, just like you know,
you're going to
hit a wedge."
But, mate, the Texas wedge, one of the great utilities of the bag.
But yeah, I think the best club in the bag was the driver. I was pretty surprised. I was a bit worried.
Stealth driver's good, mate. I can tell you, I got one just over there.
That doesn't get used.
Yeah, actually, hang on. Yeah, it is. I just couldn't tell if it was under all that dust.
But yeah, because I sort of first drive straight off the tee, it was about a 270 hole, and I had 40, so it sort of went about I don't know if it probably went 200, 210 maybe, and just sort of just rolled a bit. And she sort of, oh, she was, I think she was a bit shocked. She goes, "Oh, how far do you hit?" But yeah, big boy. I'm going, oh yeah.
Nothing really.
And I'm like, oh, she goes, oh, like how far do you usually hit your driver back home? I'm like, oh, if I hit it good and straight, 215, 220 maybe, like with carry, like with the bounce and stuff like that. And she's sort of surprised, like, oh wow, I'm going.
It's not that good.
Shit, like, but I'm going. And again, you probably get people
that don't play golf,
pay the big bucks,
or that are old,
don't play golf. Yeah, because you sort of when you book, you get put with people, and then if it's
did you have to play with someone?
Cancel. I played the first 9 holes by myself, and then this bloke in front of me was
too slow,
shockingly slow. So I had to stay to play with him, and he sort of could speak half good English, I'm going, oh yeah, here you go, mate. And, let's play together, blah blah blah. And he sort of, I think he got threatened a little bit because then I hit first, smacked my drive. Then you could see him, he had his 3-wood out. I smacked my drive up. And then he put his 3-wood back in the bag and he got his driver out. I went, like, mate,
just play your own game.
Play your own game. Hits at 20 meters, tried to smack it 20 meters. And he looks at the caddy and he goes, never ball now. I sort of, and because my girlfriend came with me and she looked at me and I looked at her. I went, wow, like, that's crazy. I'm like, I'd hit a shit shot and like I hit one off the par 3 and it went 120 meters, but it went like 40 meters right at the green. And she goes, oh, just hit another ball. I went, no, let's go. Like, I'm not here to just, like, I'm here to actually proper play golf. And I remember one time I hit it bad off the tee when I was playing with him. I think it was about the 14th hole. And she said, and then my caddy said it again. She goes, oh, we'll just hit another ball. I said, no, let's play. He goes, mate, just you don't blame your clubs, you blame the caddy. And I'm going, I didn't answer back to him. You know, mate, you're hitting the shot, not.
Oh, what a dick. I wouldn't have put up with that. I would have been like, anyway, champ, see you later. I'm going. Skip a hole.
I only spoke to him on the green after that. I didn't speak to him off the tee. I didn't get out of my car until he hit his shot. I'm like, nah, like, you're a dick. And then bang, at the 18th hole, you go back to where all the carts are. I go to him, because I said to my girlfriend, I said, I'll tip them, because, I don't know how much they get paid. I think I gave him 350K, so it's $35. I think that's pretty good tip for 18 holes, you know what I mean? Like, and he's seen me do that. And I think he's going like, what are you fucking tipping him for? He sort of balked at that idea. And I sort of stood there because then then the caddy started talking to me, oh, here's your scorecard, blah, blah, blah. And he just got his clubs and walked away. And his caddy, so his caddy just stood there and he went, okay, and then just hopped back in the car and drove it away. I'm going, mate.
Yep, you're rich enough to play at this golf course. Just give him $30. Like, who cares?
Well, yeah. So it cost me they don't miss you with the balls.
Oh no!
Tell you what, and me being an idiot, I should have brought my own balls, put them in my suitcase, and just brought my own, 6 balls or something like that. They don't miss it. So with 18 holes, a cart, caddy, and then balls, glove, tees, cost me $420 Australian. But
yeah,
it's like what my girlfriend said. She goes, how many times are you going to play golf in Bali?
Exactly right. When we went on our honeymoon and I played in Hawaii, the same conversation. I'm like, Leah, it's gonna cost. I think it was 300 and something, maybe $400 in US. So at the time, it's nearly double, or it's one and a half. If not,
about 700, around 700.
Yeah, it was 600 or something, whatever. And I said to Leah, I'm like, oh, look, I don't have to. And she said, who gives a shit? Like, that's your thing. You're not gonna do it again. If we go over again, you're not playing again. So you may as well do it now. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But yeah, same thing. I remember I think I got 3 balls with my package with my hire clubs. And I'm like, fuck, I should be able to get away with 3 balls. But then I'm like, I probably won't. So then I'm looking down and like a box was again just hiked right up. And I'm like, well, I don't need 12. So I'm like, I'll just buy another sleeve. I didn't go Pro V1s because they were like, I think it probably would have been like $40 for a sleeve of Pro V, like 40 Aussie for a sleeve of Pro Vs. So I bought like, I don't know, Callaway friggin' whatever they were, like bottom of the barrel ones. But I was like, oh, Diablos. That's what they were. Diablos, I reckon.
Or I played with Bridgestone E10s.
Yeah, but that'll do.
E10s.
When you've just paid
Yeah.
$500 for golf, that'll do.
Well, I bought a dozen. I went, fuck it. I don't know how many I'm going to lose, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
They cost me 75. They cost me 75.
They're worth about 35.
Mate, yeah, get around $40 here. How much a dozen of Pro Vs? How much you reckon they would cost in that pro shop over there?
We're like $120 or something.
115 with 1.15 million. Mate, she tried to sell me a proper glove. I went, oh, she goes, oh, we got local gloves and your Callaway type. I went, give us the local one, $10.
I would have been going, don't worry about your glove, champ.
Well, I said, mate, I played with Kirkland gloves back home. Give me your local glove. But yeah, crazy. But
that's what we should book a golf trip. I reckon 2020, maybe 2025. Let's plan it next year. 2025 golf trip, down the middle golf trip.
Yeah,
I like that.
there's some nice courses in Sydney or Victoria or Queensland.
No, we'll just go to Bali.
You want to go overseas? Oh yeah, I won't say no.
Did you get that bloke's number? See if he wants to play.
Yeah, no, you know, some people say I'm a pretty big dick, and I'd look like an angel with him.
Look like a nice guy.
Like I actually felt bad for like some of this, like when he would say, "Oh no, blame the caddy, not the club."
It's just anyway.
Yeah,
we could go on for days. Lucky you are a nice guy, mate. Did Nora have fun?
Exactly right. She had a wonderful time.
She had a
wonderful time. So.
Did she have a hit?
No. So you have to pay just to sit in the golf cart.
It was the same. I think that cost me $120 Aussie for her to sit in the golf cart.
She was
maybe 100.
She was 44. She was 45 or something.
Which is just like for what? To put a bum on a
exactly
seat.
Right. The caddy stands on the back of the cart anyway. They got a little where your bag
really?
is, and then they got a little they got like a little platform behind there.
Yeah,
right. So they just say they hop on the back, put your club back, and you go, "Oh yeah, ready to go, sir?" And just.
Did you do any of these ones? Try to knock them off?
No. Well, we had a trainee, we had a pro, and then a trainee. So I had two of them on the back. So.
Careful driving. Careful driving.
Yeah. It was car path only, actually. So.
Oh yeah, don't you hate that? Hit it on the other side. Great. Walk over. Hate that shit.
But yeah.
No.
Exactly.
That's good, mate. And then just a couple of Long Island iced teas.
Plenty of them. Plenty. Tacos, sort of sunsets. Beautiful.
Bit of romance.
Always. Always good. Put that bit of spice in there, mate.
You're a romantic, aren't you?
Exactly.
Love it, brother. Is that your third overseas trip this year or second?
Second.
Sorry, even still, must be nice.
We already got one next year.
Where are you going?
Book next year. Queenstown, mate. We're going to Queenstown.
Yeah, nice. Queenstown's the best
spot. Got a wedding next September next year. So
you booked in at booked in for Queenstown Golf Club?
Yeah, that won't be happening. Unfortunately, not that time. No, I
think that'll be a bit the morning golf.
Well, we are going with people, and one of them do like golf, so
plant the seed now. Look, see how you go.
Oh, not after just playing in Bali, but I've got to get some brownie points back up.
Couple of bunches of flowers later, and you'll be sweet.
Yeah, exactly right.
I love
it. Good Christmas presents. See how that goes. But yeah,
love it. What else we got, mate? Hurry up. Lost me train of thought there.
Well, in the 2 weeks, mate, the round 1 fixtures for the NRL came out.
That's right.
And obviously,
Yep.
Vegas is in round 1 with the four teams.
So
going over with.
Did we really talk about this when it first got announced? I think we touched on it.
I think we said they're doing it, and then I think we put something up of, are these the right teams?
Yeah, I want to revisit
the NRL.
Why aren't the Panthers?
I don't think they are. They said no.
They said no.
They said no. Yeah,
why
they
are
pulled
the Sea
themselves
Eagles
out.
Are the Sea Eagles the most marketable team in the league?
I think if they didn't have Tom Trbojevic on their team, they wouldn't have got picked.
But
I think they'll definitely try and surround him as a marketing focus point. The thing that really grabbed my idea of it last week, the ad. So they announced the ad for it, right? That will be displayed on the American TVs leading up to it. And I'm taking someone else's credit here. They put it on. Half the tackles in that ad were people that got suspended. So you want to suspend them during the season, but then you want to promote these massive head-high tackles, hitting the shoulders, hitting the head, to go, no pads, no helmets. I'm going, well, hang on. If you're going to suspend them, don't use that as advertising.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't look at it that much, but when I watched the ad, I was like, oh yeah, I like that. That's good. Like it's fast paced, and there were big hits, and they pumped it up. And then I, scrolling through a little bit later and seeing it again, and I went, fuck, some of them shoulder charges. Some of them, you get 10 in the bin.
One of them was Dale Finucane's hit that he got 4 weeks for. And it's one of the main tackles they're using in the ad. I'm going, the NRL is so double standard, and I fucking hate it. Like it's,
Look,
there's some of those tackles
hits
that happen this year without getting suspended.
But even still, some of those hits, we as the punter go, I like that. He gets suspended, agree, disagree, whatever. I still like the hit. But you're right. If you want to set a precedent or set a standard to go, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. Don't friggin' advertise the people doing the wrong thing.
Especially when you use them tackles and then it's no helmets, another big tackle, no pads. It's like,
well, even that, I'm very surprised considering HIA protocol, considering, all the stuff that's coming out about that. I think we spoke earlier this year about the work that like James Graham is doing and whatnot in the world of CTE and concussion. But then that's and all of that has pretty much come from NFL, but that's our advertisement point.
I was going to say, there's in the last couple of years, there's been massive lawsuits from like former NFL players going at the NFL for brain damage and obviously signs of.
I still sit here and go, I like the ad. I much prefer NRL over NFL. I think it's a better product. It's not as big yet, or maybe ever. I think it's a better game. But we're promoting it as this big, tough game, but we've got all these rules and protocols and processes that you actually can't do anything to injure anyone. Even for goodness sake, the hip drop tackle. That wasn't a thing until this year. And even that, we had so many players suspended or put on report for those tackles. I don't know. It was interesting.
And the teams that are going over, I think 3 of the 4 teams that are going over shouldn't be going over. But unfortunately, some of the teams that I'd probably want to go over say no because they don't want to travel.
I just scrolled down the round 1 draw, you've got on Friday the 8th of March, the 8 o'clock game, perfect for the first sort of, well, I suppose the second game that you'd watch usually through the week is Storm Panthers. That's the game that should be in Las Vegas.
Yeah, but
the two best teams.
Them two teams say no, and this is what it's hard to market this kind of thing in America. It's like you want the best teams to represent our brand over there, but the NRL can't force anything. You know, like
they almost should be able to for that. Yeah, guys, look, we need our two most marketable teams. You know, Panthers are the, and you can, but yeah, because you could use the story of the three-peat. You know, this is the team that's won 3 in a row. That in America is huge if a team wins 3 in a row, 2 in a row, 5 in a row, whatever. You know, legacies like in the NBA, you know, I think Michael Jordan, you know, how many did he win in a row, or how many did he win over a span of however many years? That's the sort of stuff that the Americans bar up over.
The Penrith Panthers are pretty much the Golden State Warriors of the recent generation in America. I think they won 3. I think they won 3 years in a row. You know, like you use that branding, but unfortunately you can't force anything. But yeah.
Broncos fine, Roosters fine, Rabbitohs fine.
Roosters borderline for me.
Yeah, but Roosters and Rabbits.
The Rabbitohs mainly didn't do anything last year, mate. They didn't make finals.
Yes,
you've got to push these teams.
I agree with you there, but the Rabbits and the Roosters are two like foundation clubs, pretty much. They've been 2 clubs that have been there for the last 100 years.
Do the rivalry game, and they didn't do it.
Okay. They should have had Rabbits.
You know what I mean? Like
they should have had Rabbits Roosters playing.
Exactly.
And then Broncos fair.
Exactly right.
I don't mind the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos are fair.
I don't know who else you'd. I would actually just get rid of Broncos, and I would have sent Storm Panthers.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The Dolphins. Send the Dolphins.
Yeah, they just. Yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah. See, I would probably. Roosters I'd probably keep because you can't change too many teams, and because you've got James Tedesco. You know, they've got a couple of star players still. Brisbane are fine. South Sydney are only going because they got Latrell, Cody Walker, Jack White, and now they've got the big names.
That's fine, but that's good. That's good because they are big NRL names. So that's fine. I just don't like the Sea Eagles.
It's good because of Tom Dravojevic. He's only going to play 1 game this year, and it's going to be in Vegas. So,
and then he'll stay over there for his ACL bloody reconstruction with the dumb. I don't know.
But yeah.
Anyway, is the rest of the draws out, isn't it? I think I've seen the Dragons one. Did you see something?
Well, they had a grading of the easiest draws. Who's got the easiest ones and not the easiest to hardest or whatever.
Dragons were up there on an easy draw. Actually, I did see that. Who put that up? Was that the NRL?
My Sharky's got the easiest.
Yes.
My Sharky's got the easiest.
Who put that up?
But that doesn't mean shit for us. I think Fox. I think I've got
Fox. It might have been Fox.
I've got it here.
Yeah, but Sharks have got an easy draw and they'll still bum it. Because that's what they do.
But yeah,
doesn't matter.
Had it.
Did you see some of the videos that some teams put up about the draw release? The Dragons one was shit. It was Blake Laurie and Zach Lomax doing charades, trying to work out who they're playing each week.
Because then it made the headlines of the money bags, and then Jack Bird going, "Oh, Roosters."
Yeah.
The sombrero.
The Dolphins.
It's not good.
The Dolphins put out like a Pokemon themed one of a dolphin battling against a different Pokemon that represented each team. I was like, mate, you've missed the mark here.
I didn't see that.
Oh, mate, I will tag you in. You know what? I'll even try and share it to the page. I was like,
yeah,
I played Pokemon as a kid, and I don't like this. This is shit house. The best one for me was the Cowboys. The Cowboys had Ruben Cotter's kid and Val Holmes's kid. They're both like 2 or 3, just trotting along in a little Cowboys jersey. They just walk out onto the field, and it just says like Cowboys versus whatever round, blah blah blah. And then it's just another scene. They're down at the beach, and then they go to like another stadium. They go here, they go there. I was like, that's the best one. It's not. They're not trying to be funny. They're just putting the rounds up. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Some of these media teams for some of these clubs, mate, sack them. Sack them. I bet you the Sharkies did a shit one too. You're just not telling me. I'll look it up.
I wouldn't be surprised. They've made the Sharky media team's not the best, unless it's Nico Hines. They put the effort in for Nico Hines videos because they know it's going to hit.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Then other than that, but I didn't even know any team did these.
No, you were in Bali.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find them.
That's fair enough.
Speaking of the Sharks, Connor Tracy and about half of the NRL looking like they're going to be signed with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Dogs don't believe in the top 30.
Bulldogs top 30 actually a top 80 at the moment. How do they have any spots left? Like,
I think they got mixed up. I think they thought like 30 fullbacks, 30 winger centers, 30 halfbacks, and 5/8. You know, I thought they get 30 each. Wait, that's the way they're carrying on about it.
Top 30 each position.
But yeah,
right. A backup for the 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 backup.
But yeah. One plays NRL, one plays New South Wales Cup, one plays Ron Massey. You got.
And then there's about 8 more that are playing Group 6, Group 7, Group whatever. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh well, good on them. Good on them. Some of the people that are linked there. Look, because even now, you know, Matt Burton is probably going to have to play in the centres. Like,
well, yeah,
a year ago, 2 years. When did he come in? 2 years ago. 2 years ago for the Dogs. He was brought in as an out and out 5/8, but he came as a centre from the Panthers, best centre in the comp, to play 5/8. I don't know. And then they got Stephen Crichton. Where's Steve Crichton going to play? He's going to play fullback.
That's what they paid him for, but
he's a centre that just played 5/8 for his country. He's going to play fullback. I'm like, guys, like, what is going on here? They have got,
but yeah,
they've got big issues that we will be addressing.
Signing everyone under the sun. Yeah, in February or March. Yeah, February, March.
We will be giving them a dressing down. I'm not putting my confidence in them again. They are not going anywhere near my top 8.
Yeah, I made a mistake this year, and they're not reaching that. Anyway.
There was another signing whisper that I saw. I think the Tigers were trying to get someone. Tigers were trying to get. Who did Benji go and have a talk with? Justin Olam.
Well, yeah, he signed. I think they said.
And Jerome Luai. Actually, yeah. I'd love to see Jerome Luai go to the Tigers.
They reckon they told him a $4 million offer today from 2025. From 2025, though.
Okay. Well, he's not off contract to them. Or it'd have to be over 5 years, wouldn't it?
I was going to say that. I was thinking you wouldn't be paying him. Would you pay him $1 million a year?
Well, they were paying Luke Brooks $1 million a year, weren't they?
Yeah, you would hope.
I'd hope not.
Maybe. Well, if it's 5 years, $4 million, what's that? $800K.
8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'd take 800K a year.
I'll pay 800K a year for him. I don't think that's
He's not worth any
overpaying.
more than that.
He has one play. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I know.
I'd love to see him go to the
Let's see if the
Tigers.
Tigers learn from it.
No, of course they haven't learned.
No, that's what I mean. I don't think they've learned because they're still spending this cash that is wasting their money on people. But yeah.
Good luck to them. We'll keep an ear and an eye out for any more signing news. Like I said, or like you said, by February we'll be getting to what do the squads look like, where are we at. They're going to do the pre-season challenge again, or pre-season cup or whatever, aren't they?
I hope they do, because I think it worked out pretty well last year.
I think they are. So by the time we get to those trial games, we'll have a better understanding of where we're at, and then we'll go through some teams. H golf's on tomorrow.
Yes, still summer of Australian golf for the next 3 weeks.
Actually,
3-4 weeks, I think.
Let's backtrack slightly if I can. Rory McIlroy wins the race to Dubai. He's a fuckwit. Was it the race to Dubai? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, you like that? He's the biggest
usually
cock
that's
ever.
me talking about him.
No. He's the biggest cock ever. Wins by a couple of thousand points. I have no idea how. Comes in, plays friggin' 4 events. Fair enough if he wins them.
He played 4. Played 4 DP to race to Dubai tournaments.
I just don't think that should be the bare minimum to be eligible to win that.
This is the thing, though. He plays in the tournaments where the points are like.
And fair enough, he wins them.
Max points.
Yeah, and fair enough, he wins them. But like,
that's fair enough.
How does that help?
You shouldn't have to.
How does that help the tour?
Well, exactly.
I don't know. Anyway, that's my one thing. I made you laugh, so I'll take it. That's it. I'm done there.
Well, even then, going off last week's, I think we put on our story with Højgaard. I think Nicholas Højgaard. I think he was the one that won. He went back-to-back 61s to win by 2 shots.
Yeah, and he was
on the last day. On the last day of the back 9, I think he went 6 birdies in a row.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. Did he come? Did he come 3rd in the race? Maybe.
I think. Yeah, it's hard to know. The DP has different. Like they have ones like the full DP standings, and then race to Dubai standings, and then
because the one where I saw Rory won, John Rahm came 2nd, and he was like 2,000 points off. I think it might have even been, whatever his name is, Højgaard.
Maybe he went to 3rd
because Victor was up there too. That he's going to be a good golfer. Højgaard, he's going to be.
Well, he played good. He played pretty. Obviously, he played very well in the Ryder Cup.
At the Ryder,
obviously they debuted him. Played very very well with Victor.
They're going to be good.
Yeah.
They might even be a Masters chance, a Majors chance next year. Not Masters, Majors.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he future bet, mate.
I think so. If you're listening, battlers, to win a major, either of them two, Sportsbet probably give you 6 to 1s. They're a shoo-in.
100%.
You like that?
But and then moving into the, as you said, golf, Australian PGA Championship, mate, at Royal Queensland Golf Club tomorrow. It is a little bit of a weird one because it actually is a DP World Tour event.
I was just looking at that because I'm on Google and it says the purse is 923,000. What is that? Euro. It's got it in euro, not in Aussie dollar on my Google thing. And it's saying that they're teeing off on the November the 22nd. Well, no, they're not. They're teeing off November 23rd because it's tomorrow. But otherwise, they would have
Exactly.
teed off by now, and they haven't.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I'm just
yeah,
going sidetracked. You continue.
But no, it's not a strong field, but it's a very good.
Yes, it is.
Some of the big
It's very
names.
strong.
Do you think it's very? I don't think it's strong.
Cam Davis, Adam Scott, Minwoo Lee, Rob McIntyre, Cam Smith, Joaquin Neiman. I'm getting there. It's strong for the Aussies. Like the Aussies that are there.
I think he won down in Melbourne last week. He won the Australias and
Dimmy,
Melbourne
Jack
event last week.
McLeod, Daniel Gale. Daniel Gale's been going pretty good. I think he's playing on the Corn Ferry. Cam Davis is obviously plays in the PGA. I reckon it's not too bad.
Well, it's a strong Aussie field. I wish there was. We'll stand off camera obviously before we started recording that. We wish maybe some more of the big boys would come down, but
yeah,
obviously they come down if they get paid. It's not going to come. So Aussie boys would probably get paid a little bit, but they would be like, "We're coming anyway," so not.
Be good to have like
that money into
Phil
the good
or
things.
Bryson or Dustin. Has Dustin ever come down to Australia? He has, hasn't he? DJ? I think he came once.
I think he did a little bit, and then obviously, I think he came down once, and then obviously came down last year for Live Adelaide. Like I would have been really pushing Dustin, Bryson, Taylor Gooch. I would have really
could get, yeah, absolutely.
Brooks, especially these boys been playing in the Asian International Series. They've been playing in Hong Kong, stuff like that. I would have really pushed them three boys. Get the top three that came in a Live. Just push.
I think for next year, that's probably something.
Still a bit of a distance from.
But that's something Liv should be pushing.
I think
but maybe they're not eligible. Maybe they're not eligible. Did DP World Tour say that they can play? I can't remember.
Well, this is right. It's hard. Like it's funny they say it's DP Tour, but then can't. Like some Liv boys are playing. So I don't know if it's. It's
still. I suppose
weird.
Cam Smith's there, and Neiman's there. So like.
Leishman, Matt Jones.
Leishman, yeah, that's true.
Matty Morgan, Jones.
Yeah, exactly. So I suppose they must be able to. Just get them playing. Anyway, kicks off at what 7 a.m. our time tomorrow.
7 a.m.
when this comes out,
7 Queensland time.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Cam Davis has got the 6 a.m. tee time. Adam Scott 6 a.m. tee time. That sucks.
It's a bit of an early one in that.
Day one, you're getting up at what?
They'd be getting
4 o'clock, 3:30.
I was going to say you'd be getting there at 4:30, wouldn't you? Around 4:30.
Well, it's going to be breakfast, hydration, stretching, hitting balls, having a putt. They might do a mini weight session like early. Get to the tee early. That sucks. 6 a.m. is very early.
Yeah.
That's actually something that you notice in overseas. They don't tee off that early.
No, it's like when I went to the Sony Open, I think the first tee was 9.
9, which is we wouldn't be able to fit. 9. You wouldn't fit 18 holes in. Well, like 2 lots of 18 holes at 9 o'clock over here.
Yeah, and they're the first people. They're only going off 1 in 10. Like there's only
sometimes
they
tee off at like 3 o'clock. The last round might tee off at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
depending on obviously if you're on the west coast or whatever like that, where the sun stays up a bit longer.
Yeah,
but yeah, who you going for, mate? Who's your
Minwoo Lee?
Who's your pick?
Minwoo Lee. Minwoo Lee.
It's still mine. I was hoping you'd say Cam Smith.
Oh really? No.
No.
Yeah. I'm going Minwoo Lee. He's been playing good. He's been playing pretty good.
I think he came 10th last week in the same tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the DP tour.
I obviously only watch the stuff that he puts up, and he's not going to put up the crap stuff. But he's been hitting the ball pretty well. So I'm going him with Scotty to make a top 10, maybe top 5, top 10, top 5.
Adam Scott.
Yeah, Adam Scott.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go Cam Davis to win. I reckon he never plays well down here. He never plays well. And I'm gonna counteract your little top 10 with Adam Scott going to miss the cut.
How dare you? How dare you say that about our beloved Adam Scott? Masters champion, mind you, 2013.
I know. But
you're unbelievable.
Yeah, I reckon he misses the cut.
We love you, Scotty. Don't listen to him.
Oh, mate, I followed him around in the Sony Open. I've got nothing bad ill towards him. I helped him find his ball, for God's sakes. I love him.
Did you?
But, yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah, they couldn't find it, like, near the green. It was, like, a bit rough. And I went, oh, mate, over here. And his caddy came and goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, thanks, mate. I went, no worries.
How am I only just finding this story out?
I thought I told you. Because I've got a video of him then chipping the ball onto the green. I'll send it to you after.
There's one, Battlers. No, don't send it to me. Put it on the Insta. I want that on the Insta.
Yeah, well, yeah. There you go, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you, yeah. And I think they sort of it's a bit easy. Obviously you can tell when you're from Australia, obviously, like you're from Australia. He sort of just, Adam Scott just said he sort of nodded, but then his caddy went off, thank you. And then just bang, put the bag down on the ground and went on with their day.
H more. That's your claim to fame, mate. Oh yeah. Help Scotty find his ball, mate. No dramas.
Doing my duty. I actually got an email from the Sony Open this weekend. Looking for volunteers. If they pay for my airfares, I would do it. I would definitely do it.
We might be able to find some cheap flights. Let's look into it.
But yeah.
Put your name down anyway and just see if you get in and work it out then. Put me down. Me and you. Let's go. We can go for the week.
Yeah,
I'll hold the quiet please sign. Get people back on the ropes.
You do that. Or you could be a spotter on the fairway if it goes left or right.
Absolutely.
Or score. I don't know if I would, but that's the one I'll do. I'll do that or a tee box.
Yeah, tee box. You say
the paddle, the nice paddle, and
all right. Yeah, sign us up, and then we'll just work out how to get there later if we get the gig.
Yeah, volunteers needed. Admission, gallery management, parking, pro transportation, standard bearers. So is standard bearers? Is that the would that be the scoreboard like following the group?
I don't know.
And then it goes shot link is the people on the fairway. But because I stole one of them as well. I got one of them. They left it in the ground after he found his ball, and it was just laying on the ground. So I just picked it up out of the ground and kept walking. I made sure the bloke hit his ball first before taking the flag.
So they do like fairway and how far and that sort of thing.
Well, no, if it goes left or right into the rough, they put a little flag next to the ball.
Yeah.
They say, right, like here's your ball. And then volunteer pool. So
you
have to be 18 years of age and a commitment to volunteer, a minimum of 16 hours. So two 8-hour shifts.
Sure.
So yeah.
We can do 2 8-hour shifts.
Eight should afford it. Exactly.
Oh,
not that hard, is it?
Oh, okay. So Scotty to miss the cut. Well, that's disappointing.
But yeah,
I'm
back to what we were talking before.
I'm actually going to look up my bet. Minwoo to win. Adam Scott top 5, maybe top 5. Minwoo paying $7.50. Cam Smith the shortest at 5, and Cam Davis at 11. Adam Scott at 13s. Either Cameron Smith or Adam Scott to win outright, $3.50. Wow.
Who's that? Cam Smith and who?
Or Adam Scott, $3.50.
Yeah, right.
Cam Smith and Minwoo Lee to both finish in the top 5, $4.30.
I'm just rewatching the video now of how I helped him find a ball, and I don't know how they didn't find the ball. It's not that far off the fairway. To tell you the truth, I'm looking at it like
You've got good eyes, mate.
they were. Yeah, well, they were like 10, 15 meters further down, down. I just went,
Did they go past it?
No, they went further. Like, so he was near the green, and it was like sort of a little bit off the green, and they were 10 meters back. Like,
he didn't back himself.
He didn't think he hit it that far. Like, sort of.
He was being gracious. He was hoping that someone would go, no, up here, Scotty. Come on, you hit a big one. Oh, yeah. Thanks, boys. Yeah,
nice. But he put it close as well, actually. So
rev the crowd up a bit. $2.80 for Adam Scott to finish in the top 5. $1.90 for him to top 10. I don't know if I can find one to miss the cut, but that might be the go. Bit of value.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's your bets. I'm going to be watching that tomorrow. I'm going to put that on the screen at work, or today when this comes out. I'm going to put it on the screen at work.
Definitely.
There's our weekend viewing. Perfect. That's good.
Pretty much, yeah. We can watch the golf together, mate, on Sunday.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. That's perfect for the Sunday 1-year-old birthday party. We'll set ourselves up in the corner. Set myself outside with the kids running around. That's okay. Just
little break. Right, little break after this one.
Little break. Yeah.
Be about 8 months. 8 months.
Or
10 months. How old?
For what? Next birthday?
Benny Beck's one. She about
3 months.
So 9 months.
9 months. And then KT.
Yeah. Well, 11 months.
All right.
So, wait.
Couple more 1-year-old birthdays.
And then it'll be good. Then it'll be a good break between drinks. For the last 2 couples that haven't got a kid.
Not rushing, H?
No. Definitely.
We'll leave it there. Ballas, exactly. It's good to be back. Like I said, jump on in November. H will have a Mo next week. Perfect. Make sure to
the season finale.
Season finale next week. So we'll try and keep active over the break as well. But like, share, subscribe. Down the middle podcast. Same thing on the threads. Don't use threads much. What else? YouTube. Down the middle 01 on YouTube.
Yeah.
It'll be at the start of the podcast anyway, because I've got a pre-recorded thing. Exactly. So don't worry about it.
Definitely. Good to be back. Good to be back talking to you.
All right. H. Have a great night. Battlers.
Exactly right.
Have a great weekend.